The Great Sacrifice. Hazrat Ibrahim al-Islam worked all his life to spread Allah's message. He traveled far and wide so that more and more people could come to know about the word of Allah. During his travels, he was married twice. First to Hazrat Sarah Raziallahu anhu and then to Hazrat Hajra Raziallahu anhu. Though he was content with his life, one cheap and persistent yearning always plagued his thoughts. Allah had not blessed him with a child. Then, in his old age, he was blessed with a beautiful son through Hazrat Hajra Raziallahu ta'ala anhu. Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam was overjoyed to be a father. He named his son Ismail. Due to some circumstances, which we shall describe in other story, he had to leave his newborn son and his wife in the desert of Arabia. He returned to them after many years when Hazrat Ismail alayhi salam had grown up to be a beautiful young man. Father and son were very glad to be united. But then one night, Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam had a dream. In the dream, he saw that he was sacrificing Hazrat Ismail alayhi salam in the name of Allah. First, he ignored it, but the dream came again, and this time he realized that it was not just a dream. Allah was asking him to sacrifice his son. Naturally, Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam was greatly worried. No father could think of harming his own children, especially one as beautiful and loving as Hazrat Ismail alayhi salam. Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam did not know what to do, so he decided to share his dream with Hazrat Ismail alayhi salam. Hazrat Ismail alayhi salam was the son of Prophet and he was to be a great prophet himself. In the future, after hearing the dream, he said what only a prophet could say. Dear father, do as you are commanded. Inshallah, you shall find me of the patient. The matter was decided. Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam took him to the foot of a hill, lay him down and picked up a sharp knife. He blindfolded himself so that the sight of his son may not shake his resolve. Hazrat Ismail alayhi salam remained quiet and compliant. Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam placed the knife on his neck, said takbir, and pressed with all his might. But the knife did not work. Hazrat Ismail alayhi salam neck remained unharmed. Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam tried again and again and again. The knife was ineffective and it remained ineffective. He tried for a last time and felt the knife slide through flesh and a spurt of hot blood on his hands. The sacrifice was done. With a heavy heart, Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam united the blindfold from his eyes, expecting to see the slaughtered body of his son. And lo, there in front of him lay the body of a slaughtered ram. Allah had first made the knife's edge go dull and then sent this ram to be sacrificed in place of Hazrat Ismail alayhi salam. At that moment, Allah addressed Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam and told him that he had passed the test of faith. He had proven that he was willing to do anything in the name of Allah. Allah told him that Hazrat Ismail alayhi salam's sacrifice was ransomed for a great sacrifice. Allah also promised him that the later generations shall always remember in a goodly manner Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam and his offspring, and that his sacrifice shall be commemorated every year. And so it came to pass, even today, in every year, several times we pray to Allah to bless Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam and his offspring. And every year on the day of Eidul Adha, millions of goats, sheep, cattle, and camels are slaughtered to commemorate his act of submission. Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam willingness to sacrifice his beloved son in the name of Allah, and Hazrat Ismail alayhi salam willingness to submit to the will of Allah shows us how a believer should act, and it also tells us about the reward that is bestowed upon those who submit to Allah's will without questions and doubts. It should be a guiding light for all of us. If you like my story, please subscribe, like, and share.